Hi, I'm Gary White for Channel 6 Central Kentucky Television, and I'm here with Dr. Trish Ceconi, who is with Central Kentucky Optometric Associates. And Central Kentucky Optometric Associates has offices in both Lebanon and Springfield. And today we're going to talk about a couple different topics. First up, we had a viewer question, actually, and feel free to contact us if you have a question as well, and we'll pass that on to Dr. Ceconi. You can either email us at info@channel6tv.com or give us a call at 270-692-0237, and we'll pass that along. But today, one of the questions was about readers. And they were asking that, if they can go to a store and just pick up these glasses at a general store, should they do that if they feel that would help, or do they need to come in for an exam first?
First of all, you should probably come for the exam. Sometimes I even do prescribe over-the-counter readers for folks. If you're in that optical situation where you don't have much distance correction and just need a little something to help you up close, we can guide you to the correct or the right readers that are going to work best for you. But just self-prescribing reading glasses and going to the counter and just trying which ones work best, that could be dangerous because you may be overlooking an eye disease or a pathological problem that's causing you to not be able to focus up close and have vision problems. And where increased magnification might help you see better, it's not going to address the pathological or the disease situation. I did have a patient once, and this patient, I had never seen her before, and she had never been, in probably 50 years, had never been to an eye doctor and never had an eye exam, and she had just been self-prescribing reading glasses for years and years and years and years, and she finally came in and said, "They don't make reading glasses strong enough for me anymore." And it turned out she had undiagnosed glaucoma and had lost almost all her vision. So that is kind of an example of what can happen if you try and self-prescribe. So reading glasses are okay if they're used in the right context and with the right direction. So always get your eyes examined and never forego an eye exam and just replace it by increasing your reading prescription on your own. Okay.
And you should be getting your eye exam annually anyway? Is that correct?
For most people, like when you're a child and you're growing and changing a lot, we recommend once a year. If you have a refractive error that needs checking periodically. If you're in your 20s and 30s and don't have much refractive error and don't have any health situations or health problems that affect your eyes, then probably every 2 years. Once you get in your 40s and 50s again, stuff starts to happen. And we start recommending once a year again. So depending on what stage of life you're in, what your general health is, definitely every 2 years, every 1 year for a lot of people.
Okay. Now also we want to talk about another issue that some people may not think about, and it's with makeup around your eyes. Obviously, a lot of women particularly, but a lot of people use makeup around their eyes, and sometimes that can be harmful in a certain way.
It can, and we like to say when beauty talk turns ugly. A lot of the makeups and a lot of things we use to make ourselves more beautiful or more attractive or to enhance our beauty, they can be very harmful to our ocular surface. And they can make a dry eye worse, or they can create a dry eye, or they can cause a chronic irritation. They can cause permanent changes that can lead to a lifetime of dry eye and ocular surface problems. So I've kind of put together the top 10 ocular surface beauty blunders. Okay. Waterproof eye makeup is not good. The same ingredients that make your cosmetics waterproof have the potential to block the terminal ductiles or the endings of the openings of your meibomian glands, and they can clog them up, and they can create meibomian gland inflammation, meibomian gland insipidation, which is clogged glands, and that affects the lipid layer of your tears, and that can cause what we call an evaporative dry eye. Eyelid tattooing not a great thing to do either. A lot of people,
like permanent makeup.
Yeah,
thing,
you know, just not a very good place to put it. It can cause inflammation and breakdown of your meibomian glands in your lids. Also, I've had some folks that have had it done and they really didn't think that they were allergic to the dye until they got their eyelids tattooed, and they're allergic to the dye and the tattoo dye that's in their eyelids, and they have to live a lifetime of itchy eyelids. That's not the greatest idea either. Eyelash extensions, sometimes the glue you lose, the glue that you put on, again, it clogs up those meibomian glands. Lots of corneal abrasions and ocular surface abrasions from putting on those. So you got to be real careful when you're doing that. Eyelash tinting can cause some problems. You don't want to use the over-the-counter eyelash growth serums. Those can cause your eyelashes to grow crazy. They can grow right ways, wrong ways, get too long. It can cause them turning the wrong way. They can scratch your eyes. Issues there. Botox in a jar, those products, they're just not really very good. And a lot of ladies go, and gentlemen too, go and get Botox here for our crow's feet. And if you do that a lot, you can cause problems to you can actually paralyze your orbicularis muscle, which is your blinking muscle. If you paralyze that and you don't blink, you're not going to be spreading your tears around the eye. You're also, the less you blink, the less active your meibomian and your tear glands are, and then you're going to have a dry eye problem. Retin-A can be dangerous to your eyes. Eyelash with glitter in there can be problematic. And don't ever share makeup and use somebody else's makeup. They may be contaminated with something that you could inoculate yourself with and contaminate. There's a list of 10 ocular surface offending ingredients. Look at your makeup, and I'll let Gary get a list of this and post it. And then folks can look, and you can look, and if your makeup has any of these 10 ingredients in there, find a brand that doesn't contain these. Okay?
Great. So, of course, some great information, as always, from Dr. Trish Ceconi with Central Kentucky Optometric Associates. And give them a call if you have any further questions. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, it's been Gary White for Channel 6 Television.